I am a 2700 rated player on chess.com, and in this video I'm going to be giving away some of the things that masters know about chess that you probably don't. So take notes, we're getting right into it. Also, just to give you some spoilers, there are two types of weaknesses, guys. Temporary and permanent. We're going to be going into somewhat more details of what you guys can actually implement to see your rating shoot, guys. So take notes, let's get right into the video. We are wasting no time. So what exactly is a weakness in chess? Much less permanent and temporary. What you're looking at in front of you right now is a permanent weakness. So a weakness is anything that you can attack. That is the broad definition. We can go more in detail, but once you can put pressure on something, that automatically becomes a weak point in your opponent's camp. So once you can attack a soft spot with multiple pieces, do it. Permanent, or like double pawns, this exactly right now isn't a weakness. Why? Because your opponents can't attack it. Once they can attack it, once they can put pressure, that is a weakness. This one on d6 is clearly a target point. Why? Because we can put pressure on that area. So the big difference I want you guys to take away again for weaknesses is if you can attack it or if you can't. If you can't attack it, tough luck. If you can, it is a weakness, guys. Now, what do we do to weaknesses? We pile pressure. Now, if your opponents find it difficult to defend that area, that is a much bigger weakness than if you're just making blind threats. So here we have this pawn on d6. It's not able to be protected by a pawn, especially these squares. Like any square pawn, any area which is not guarded by a pawn can be a weakness in chess. It's not easily defended, and we can easily put pressure on those points. Now in this scenario, we were attacking the pawn on d6. We have now two attackers and one defender. Black now placed two defenders on the pawn, and we brought three. Well, this is it. By us piling up the pressure on a certain area, which is this pawn on d6, black was not able to defend this any further. Weak point. And just like that, the pawn was won, and this is another story in terms of conversion, but you know that white is winning this scenario thanks to the bar here and the fact that he's up a clean clear pawn. This is what happens when you have a permanent weakness. Like it cannot be solved with time, guys. Like it doesn't matter how much time you give black to play, it cannot be fixed. If you are interested in 1v1 sessions, you could book through my website. The link is going to be in my description and also pinned in my comments. RaheemGlaveschess.com. Remember that a weakness is anything that you can put pressure on that your opponents will find difficult to defend. Like anything that you can attack, guys. Right here, it's black to play. What would you play in this scenario? And this is a temporary weakness. Meaning, if you don't capitalize on this now, if you give your opponents time, they could start to look to fix those weak points in their games. Now, we see that there is a knight on e2 that is blocking the activity of white's rook. So if black does nothing, and we play moves like pawn to a5, just making random moves, white will start to offer trades and get everything off the board, which, you know, we don't like. By us understanding that, wait, we have an advantage here, but it's temporary, so we have to capitalize on this now. You will find this move rook to a8. Now, what is this doing? If the same knight move happens to trade the rooks, guess what? White is going to lose this piece after rook takes, and rook takes. Now, we're realizing that the knight on e2 is a serious pressure point for black. We're just putting pressure on it. It's misplaced. Apply pressure. If we don't capitalize on it immediately, the advantage can go away, as you can see with the bar. Like it will start swinging if you're not really understanding what's happening in the scenario, in the position right now. So if you play moves like a5, cooked, rook to e8, fantastic move. Now, just to make sure that we're on the same path, what would you play for black in this scenario? We know that we need to start putting pressure on our opponents. Now here, bishop to h4, as you can see, the rook is overworked. Like it's really trying to keep the defense of this knight on e2. We're just removing the guard. Like we're like, wait, the knight is there, it's weak. Just start to move away the pieces, and suddenly, again, black was 100% upper piece, and the game was history, guys. Just to show you weaknesses, things that cannot be protected by another pawn, we put pressure. You need to always look up that board to see if you can put pressure on those weak points. Now, hope you guys are following. We're going to be going into like a final example, but I need you guys to grasp this. So you can think of permanent weaknesses like backward pawns, isolated pawns, doubled pawns, and temporary ones like king safety, misplaced pieces, hanging pieces, like things in which you can capitalize on immediately. Now let's see who is paying attention. Are these pawns weak or not? And what would you play for white in this position? Rook to c3, all right? And yes, the pawns are weak, guys. And why? Because we can attack it. That is going to be the differentiating factor, guys. If you see a weak point in chess and you can put pressure on it, yes, it's a weakness. Do it. Apply pressure to your opponents. Now here, he can try with rook to e6. How do we put more pressure on the weakness in the position? Bishop to f3. Now it's very difficult for black to defend the pawn. As a matter of fact, he can't. So if he tries knight to d5, then we simply take on d5 and then take on c7. And as you can see, there are even more weaknesses to capture in the future. So all we need to understand is whenever we see something that we can attack, like weak points that we can put pressure on, try to put a lot of pressure on that area, guys. So don't just go around attacking random areas, but at the same time, find areas where your opponents find it difficult to defend. Those are good target points. Like, share, and subscribe. See you again another time, and thanks again for watching, guys.